Good morning, students of Standard 8. Welcome back yet another session of the Indian history. In previous topic, we have dealt about the causes that were responsible for the revolt of 1857. While enumerating the different causes, we have dealt with social, religious, economic causes. So today, the main topic of discussion would be the military causes. Now, what were the military causes that led to the revolt of 1857? So that can be summarized as, so the British, what they did is to create a discontent among the soldiers. So the all high post in the army was reserved for the British officials, and the Indians did not get any high post in the army officials. So there was a great resentment, and Indian could not rise high to the level of a Subedar, but the biggest or higher posts were reserved for the British. So this created an atmosphere of tense among the Indians, and they rose against the British. That was the first point. Second is, the Indians were not allowed to wear the caste and the religious marks. Like many of the Indians, like the Sikhs, they have the bangles. The Christians, they have the cross and all. So all these things were not allowed to wear the caste and marks. So this also antagonized the Indians. They felt that the British were interfering in their religious affairs. And so they disliked this snob, and immediately they revolted against the British. Clear? The third point is, one of the things is called the General Service Enlistment Act. So what is the General Service Enlistment Act? So according to this act, the British passed a law that the Indians could have to go overseas for fighting, or overseas for fighting or defend the British territories. So this was against the religious barrier, religious norm of the Indians, because the Indians felt that going to distant land or crossing the nalas or the rivers was beyond their religious belief. So therefore, they did not like this, the General Service Enlistment Act, and they openly challenged the British. They felt that the British were making the Indians' religion to a down level, and therefore this and the General Service Enlistment Act also created a feeling of unrest among the Indians, and therefore they revolted heavily against the Indians. Therefore, when the Indians were asked to go for the foreign services or foreign places to service, so the alliances that they got, or they call the Bhatta, or the alliances that they got, were also set to fight the Indians. They were not given, that were taken away by the British. In short, these were the factors that led to the revolt of 1857, or may be called the military causes for the rise of the revolt of 1857. Clear? Now we come back to the immediate cause. So the immediate cause of the revolt of 1857 is the grease cartridge. The greased, G-R-E-A-S-E-D, the greased cartridge that the British utilized in the Enfield rifles. That means they made Enfield rifle where it was believed that a fat of the pig was there and a fat of the cow was there, and before releasing this weapon they have to bite. And as you know, pork or pig is forbidden for the Muslims, and the cow eating of beef is forbidden for the Hindus. And therefore, this sparkled up a challenge that the British were interfering in the religious affair, and this became to be an immediate cause for the revolt of 1857. Therefore, the grease cartridge was a real cause for the revolt of 1857. The beginning of the uprising or the beginning of the revolt. The first soldier to protest against the use of the new cartridge was Mangal Pandey. He was a Sipahi in the 3rd Company of the 34th Native Infantry Regiment, stationed at Barakpur, and on 29th March 1857, he fired at the British commander and asked the other Sipahis to join him to end the rule of the company. However, he was soon arrested and hanged on 8th April 1857. The hanging of Mangal Pandey caused a great unrest in army camps and across the India. And on 24th April, 85 Sipahis of the 3rd Bengal Light Cavalry stationed at Meerut refused to use the cartridge. And on 9th May, the Sipahis were publicly humiliated and they dismissed from the service and jailed. So this sparkled off the mutiny among the Sipahis at Meerut, and on 10th May, these Sipahis raised the banner of revolt. They killed British officers, released the imprisoned Sipahis, seized the arms and ammunition, and set fire to the British properties. This was the beginning of the biggest armed resistance since the establishment of the company Raj. The Sipahis then set off for Delhi. After travelling all night, they reached Delhi the next morning. Here, the Sipahis were joined by the Sipahis of the other regiments stationed at Delhi. The Sipahis then took control of the Delhi and they declared Bahadur Shah Jafar as the Emperor of India, as they considered him as their leaders. So, Bahadur Shah Jafar was the last Mughal emperor to start to rule India, but the British humiliated him also. And from there, the uprising went to different places, Meerut, Delhi. The uprising soon spread to other parts of the northern and the central India. It was particularly strong at Kanpur, Lucknow, and Jhansi, Bareilly, Gwalior, Faizabad, and Ara. There were uprisings in other areas also. Even in places where no uprising occurred, unrest prevailed. At some places, civilians joined the Sipahis, and all places where they did not participate, the civilians helped the rebels by giving them food and shelter. So therefore, this shows that the great uprising, though it was short-lived, but it was at the height because the people resented the British rule openly. So therefore, the great uprising of 1857 paved for a complete independence. Though it was short-lived, the British suppressed with a heavy hand, but the will of the people did not remain suppressed. So today in our topic, we have only till the causes, to the immediate cause. Coming up next would be what were the effect and results of the 1857 revolt and the attitude of the company towards the Indian princes and towards the Indians would be the next topic. Till then, we'll go through the topic. Take care, revise yourself. God bless you.